In 2019, I went with some of my high school friends to California, and it was one of the craziest and best weeks of my life. The warm, dry air, the beautiful sky, the drives, the water, the adventure. I had this feeling in my heart then that I wanted to go back, and that feeling hasn't left me since. So now, a few years later, without a clear idea of where I'll be going or what I'll be doing, I decided it's time to go back. So I bought a car, packed it, and off I went. And thus begins the roughly 2,200-mile journey from Cincinnati, Ohio, through Kansas City, Denver, St. George, Utah, and finally, Orange County, California. Alright, so 361 miles in, 4 hours and 50 minutes. I think this is the first time I've ever been in Missouri. That's actually not a true statement. Driving through Missouri is a lot of what I'm used to in the Midwest. Flat, blue sky, green grass, and not too much more. But I don't say those things negatively. I think the Midwest is an amazing place, but very excited to see the West as well. The plan is to sleep in my car nights 1 and 3 and stay at a friend's house for night 2 in Denver. I did a pit stop in Kansas City and I was pleasantly surprised. I got some brisket and a beer, walked around the city. I also found this odd wrestling thing happening. Wasn't really sure what it was. It seems like downtown was pretty vibrant, at least in this area. But now I want to get in about another hour's drive while there's still some light out, and I'll find a rest stop. And this means tonight I've got a date with Ronald McDonald because I didn't see many other good options for rest stops and figured this will do. I'll rearrange everything in my trunk, inflate my sleeping pad, and try my best to cover up the windows with some paper, to mixed results. But honestly, I'm not too concerned. It's far from the ideal situation, but you know, McDonald's never hurt me too badly, at least. Okay, so 2 minutes into this, it's kind of insufferably hot, and it smells like my feet. So I got the fan, but I'm also going to need to crack a window for the scent, and for some airflow. And then I also need to cover up this back window because I'm still pretty visible in here. Otherwise, I am extremely comfortable on this mattress and this pillow. And there's just something really satisfying about sleeping in a car. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like I'm not the only one who thinks that. Out of bed around 6:45 to a nice sunrise. I brush my teeth at McDank's, get some breakfast and coffee, and I'm back on the highway towards Denver. All in all, feeling pretty pumped. All right, so 308 or so miles into this trip. Time to get some gas, averaging 36.2 mpg with this increased highway speed. I'm pretty good on my road trips about not stopping very often, but it is so satisfying to stop, use the bathroom, throw away the trash, clean the windshield, and just do the other basics. All right, let's keep going. Kansas was even more of a static landscape than Missouri, and it was definitely my first time in this state. But the speed limit here is 75, so we're making good progress. The eastern Colorado landscape varies a little bit more than Kansas, with some train tracks, and train tracks. But turns out you don't get anything too interesting until you hit Denver and the Rockies. And I finally hit Denver. where I'll be staying with a college friend. We went for a run, which was brutal on my dehydrated and unacclimated self, but a shower, dinner, TV, and bed was much appreciated. The best way to explore any city, running and electric skateboard. All right, a lovely pit stop in Denver. Now we've got 9 hours and 14 minutes to get to Sand Hollow State Park outside St. George, Utah. So very excited. It should be a beautiful drive. Leaving Colorado now and should be in Utah soon. Driving through the Rockies for the first time in my life was something truly incredible. I didn't really know that you could drive through things this beautiful and this impressive. And the crazy part to me is that basically this is just another American highway, but clearly it's not just another American highway. It's pretty incredible. And just getting to drive along the Colorado River, which has been shaping these mountains for millions of years, and then, 100 years ago, America decided to follow its path. Well, I am officially no longer in Colorado, and for the first time ever, am in Utah, home of an 80-mile-per-hour highway. Utah was just as captivating as Colorado, but in a very different way. A mostly barren desert landscape with massive canyons and vistas and cliffs and rock layers and mountains. It's so amazing to see how much land that's just land. It's not developed, not settled. It just sits and exists. And then to think that great cities and towns actually have been developed in land that at one point looked just like this. About 7 hours into the journey to St. George, Utah. It's been an incredible drive. It is not every day you get a gas station with the mountains in the background. At least not if you're from Ohio. Alright, so it is somehow now 105 degrees. I don't know when that happened, but I'm basically at my destination. Quick stop at Walmart to get some bread, peanut butter, and jelly for dinner and for the road tomorrow, as well as some snacks, and then hopefully I'll check in at the state park and jump in the water. Feels like my hand is in an oven right now. It's kind of nice. Alright, so I am officially in the state park, and I'm just insanely excited to be here. A proper camping ground with a sweet man-made reservoir that I plan on jumping into many times. Man, yeah, just so pumped to be here.
So that is the end of today. Got my car stuck in the dirt section of the path over there and definitely burnt my clutch, which is a terrible smell, and I feel so sorry for my car that does not have a name yet. Alright, so as the sun is finishing setting, I'm just going to start transferring some footage to my Mac so I can free up SD card space. And I'm just getting eaten alive by these bugs. I should probably move this thing away. Alright, that's probably about it for tonight.
I've been dreaming about the West Coast, found some places that I don't know. Give me the sun for just a year, I'll kiss the sky and disappear. I've been staring up at the grayest skies, trying to find myself some luck, but it's running dry. It's like the weather makes it worse than my cloudy mind. I could really use a dose of some paradise. Sometimes you gotta run from a broken heart.
I will not be stopping in Vegas, even though I would like to see the Sphere, but I've been to Vegas before, so just pass from the outside. Wow, and somehow, just like that, I have an hour left to drive until I get to my house in Orange County. Well,
After 2,256.7 miles
I guess I made it.
and 32 hours and 29 minutes.
Here.
Thanks for joining me on this journey. I'll see you soon.
If you're trying to find yourself, better get in line.